Privacy and security. I'm Brian Lilley with TheRebel.Media. There's an odd news report out indicating that the Privacy Commissioner is worried about racial or ethnic profiling due to a new system that the Canadian Border Services Agency is about to implement for anyone arriving in Canada via airport. That's right. They're worried that privacy of foreigners could be violated. Why? Because the new system, which matches an American system, we're going to harmonize with the Americans in how we target higher risk travelers, part of a 2011 security agreement on North American perimeter security. Well, it looks at factors such as travel history, age, ethnicity, national origin. Where do you come from? It looks at all of these things and matches them against what intelligence services are saying are the high risk travelers currently. The example given in the news story and cited by the Privacy Commissioner is that border services agencies might be alerted that they need to look out for Egyptian nationals between the ages of 18 and 20 who've traveled to both Paris and New York, that these might be the passengers that could be higher risk, that could be on the terror watch list, and that they should be pulled aside for secondary screening. I don't see a problem with that, but the Privacy Commissioner worries that this could result in racial profiling, ethnic profiling, age profiling. No, no, this is pattern profiling. Now, some people say we shouldn't worry about racial profiling. We should just do it. I actually disagree with that for this reason. One, our number one security threat are the jihadists, the radical Islamists. Call them what you will, but we're talking about people who adhere to an ideology, a religion, a worldview. And they have gone around the world perpetrating terror, whether it be in Ottawa, just south of Montreal, in Sydney, Australia, in Paris, in Syria, joining the fight with ISIS. We know that this has happened around the world, but we also know that Islam is not a race. Islam is a religion. And trying to pick out based on a racial profile of who's going to be the radicals, who won't be, who's going to be the jihadists, who won't be, that's a failing way to do it. But there are certain times where intelligence agencies will have information that a group of Egyptian nationals aged 18 to 20 who visited Paris and New York, or more likely Pakistan and Afghanistan, and are traveling to North America are to be watched out for. That's not racial profiling, that's pattern profiling. And that's why the new system is less likely to be abused for ethnic or religious profiling. If you happen to fit the description of a wanted suspect and you're pulled over, that's not because of racial profiling, that's because you fit the description. And this new system that will take data from airlines, data they're already, by law required to hand over to border service agencies, if they are now able to sift through this data in a more efficient, effective, and meaningful way, then it makes us all safer. And it makes it less likely that someone will just be pulled over because they look the wrong way, their skin color is just so. No, this will actually result in less of what the Privacy Commissioner is worried about. Will it result in some people being pulled over because their age matches or their nationality matches? Yeah, that could happen anyway. Why? Because intelligence services are always on the lookout for specific types of people. They may not always have the names, but they might have key information. And if you match it, you're going to be pulled over. Look, you can give up civil liberties in exchange for security. That's not what I'm arguing here. I'm not saying we need to do that. This is simply talking about people coming into our country and our ability to screen them. The Privacy Commissioner is going too far on this one. I'm glad he's there. I'm glad he's looking out for us, but we need to get our heads out of the sand at the same time.